while I was watering, and I dropped the watering can. And this guy didn't survive. Don't think that's going to work out. Fortunately, his cohort seems to be doing pretty good, and a lot of the other peppers do. But this guy, he was a casualty of careless farming. Oh well, that's the way it goes. So we've done a couple of accidental harvests. Me trying to move things around, I broke them. But now we have one that's actually ready to go. We think it's actually ready to harvest and might actually be, you know, edible and normal. And of course, it's a zucchini. So let's take a look. So there's the zucchini we're gonna harvest. And as I got down here to take a look at it, I noticed that down here, we have a little guy that fell off. So I don't think we're gonna eat that one. He doesn't look very good to me. Anyhow.
No zucchini looks good to you.
Well, that's true. I don't like zucchini.
You ready?
Sure.
How do we do this without...
Maybe you want to use the clippers. Apparently you're supposed to cut them, not just yank them.
Take the knife.
And there it is, a zucchini. There are a few more coming around in there. We'll have to see what they all do. And our cucumbers. Yeah, there was one sitting in the dirt, and I tried to kind of move him so he wasn't in the dirt, and he ended up on our cutting board. 1 week later. Well, that's a pretty Sunday morning. It's been very fall-like over the past week. Everybody's talking about how it looks more like fall than anything else. So I had to have a little coffee. Give you an update on the garden. It's had its struggles. One of the plants, the zucchini, is developed some kind of mold or mildew, white, powdery, fuzzy type stuff on it. So we've pulled it out of the bucket bleachers and see if we can get some airflow around it. Maybe that'll help. Some things say, oh, it's no big deal, just let it go. But we got one good zucchini off of it. I'll show a picture of that, maybe like right here. And that's it. The rest of them have kind of gotten an ugly, mushy, brown, black end on them. Kind of trying to find a place that the light works. There we go. We'll try this. Anyhow, also have a plant or a pepper that I was watering the tomatoes with, and I dropped the can and it broke it, but it's trying to come back to life. We'll take a look at that real quick. And the tomatoes are making lots of tomatoes and doing really well. The peppers that we seeded that have been way behind and haven't produced any peppers have got a couple flowers, and this past or the previous week of warm weather and watering, they've kind of taken off and are showing some flowers, and I'll get some pictures of that. And anyhow, it's going okay. Mr. Cucumber's doing good. They say they're supposed to get like 8 or 10 inches, and I don't know if they're going to get that big. They're awful. That's a really big cucumber compared to the ones that we've got, but the cucumber plant seems to be healthy and happy, and the things that are going on with it. So we'll take a real quick look around and see what we got. You can see the white spots that are kind of growing on the plant. They're all over. We're not 100% sure what it is, but apparently it's fairly common. So gotta figure out what we're going to do about that. So here's Mr. Cucumber. Our latest cucumber is kind of right up there. We like that one. And just a few moments ago, I discovered we got another one back there I hadn't seen. And these are the two that have been growing forward. So I don't know. Maybe those ones will get to the size they say they need to be. But we've been training this guy to grow up the supports that we put in for it. Here's the one that got watering canned. You can tell he's trying to come back. Got some little ones that are growing onto him. Got a white flower up in here. This is one of the ones that were planted by seed. We had a little bit of trouble here the past week when we had some rain come through. But, you know, got some flowers, got some tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. Our oldest tomato is right here. He's our biggest one. But the tomato plants seem to be pretty healthy. We're struggling a little bit with pests, and we went and got some neem oil and sprayed it around on things, and that seems to have gotten rid of the aphids. And somewhere we had read that aphids don't like bananas, and we had some bananas that we had just recently gone bad, so we just put the peels in the bottom of on the soil, laying in the pot, and between those two things the aphids seem to have gone away. So maybe that did it. I don't know whether it was the bananas or the neem oil, but we seem to have a whole lot fewer aphids. We've got a little plant. This guy was kind of one of our favorites. He fell over and he was having trouble growing, that little guy right there. But he's hanging in there. We don't know if he's ever going to do anything, but we cheer for him every time we come out and check on the plants. So we're hoping he does something. I think we may have to end up overwintering some of these things to try to get him to do anything. But anyhow, that's just a little update on the garden. Oh wait, you can see that I had to pull Mr. Zucchini out of the bleachers. He needed a little bit more airflow, so we moved him over there. We also didn't know if that white stuff was something that would spread to the other plants, so we decided to give him a little air. We got a space available in the bleachers, so don't know what we're going to do about that. Maybe we'll just spread out the peppers or something. As you can see, the sun is beginning to hit the tops of the plants, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So we'll see how everything goes. So that's a little update on the bucket garden. Airplanes. We live near an airport, little airport. It's a nice day for flying. Anyhow, that's a little update on where we are with the garden. You guys are all caught up. I don't think there's a whole lot less left to go over until something new happens. Anyhow, thanks. Hey, I would really love it if you would like, subscribe, comment. Kind of helps the channel get picked up on the algorithm. Feel free to be subscriber number 46 or above, but really trying to have some fun with this, so give it a shout. Thanks.